My dear friends, we are at the threshold of another new year. It's time for us to say goodbye to 1 year and welcome another one. It is not just an occasion to celebrate, but also to think, dream, and act. A new year is like a blank book. The pen is in our hands. It is our chance to write a beautiful story for ourselves. Yes, it's all in our hands. We think, we decide, and we act. The new year is an occasion to look forward to the future, to the dreams, aspirations, and ambitions. However, I personally feel that it is also equally important to look back to the past and make a thorough self-evaluation. It will certainly help us to know what we really are, what our weaknesses and strengths are, and what changes we need to make to chase our dreams more effectively. The idea to look back to the past does not mean to be entangled and lost in our past mistakes. Instead, we try to learn from them and do our best not to repeat them. Diogenes was a famous Greek thinker who aspired to bring about changes in the society. Once, as he was walking on the street, he saw a man stumbling on a stone on the way. The man looked at the stone and walked away, cursing it. Diogenes wanted to know how different people reacted to such a situation. Therefore, he waited for hours and watched people walking along the path. One of his friends asked him why he was standing there, laughing alone. Diogenes said, "More than 10 people have already stumbled on the stone. All of them looked at it and cursed it. But nobody has removed it to prevent someone else stumbling. How foolish and selfish man is." Very often, this is what happens in our life too. We make a lot of effort in achieving success and lose heart on falling short of them. But we never realize what the real obstacles are and try to get rid of them. We make a lot of New Year resolutions but fail to do justice to them. The big question is why? What is the stumbling block that prevents us from success? Unless and until we realize and eradicate them, success may continue to elude us for a longer time. An unknown poet has written a beautiful poem describing the thoughts of an old man. The summary of the poem is thus: "When I was a young man, I wanted to change the world. Years later, I found that it was difficult to change the world. So I decided to be satisfied with changing my nation. When I found that I couldn't change the nation, I began to focus on my town. By that time, I had lost a good part of my life. Since I couldn't change the town, I tried to change my family. Now, as an old man, I realize that the only thing I can change is myself. If long ago I had changed myself, I could have made an impact on my family. My family and I could have made an impact on our town. Their impact could have brought some changes in the nation and the world too. Sometimes we wish we could change the world. To be frank, the best place to start with is we ourselves. We may not be able to control anyone else in the world. but we can be sure of controlling and changing ourselves. As Abraham Lincoln says, the way to change the world is not to work upon the world, but to start working and introducing changes in oneself. We can do something credible in life only if we are confident of doing it. It is said that there are two types of people in the world: those who do great things and those who just dream of doing great things. We shall call them doers and dreamers. It is true that every doer is a dreamer because actions come from visions and plans. But the problem with some people is that they remain as dreamers all through the life. The real difference between these two groups is in their attitude. The doer looks at a problem or target and says, "It is difficult but possible." At the same time, the dreamer says, "It is possible but difficult." Only those who are confident will have the power to face the challenges of life. Everyone will have problems and tensions in life. Don't think that the so-called great men or women were free from all kinds of problems. They are called great only because they accepted problems as challenges and faced them courageously. We should realize that life is not all about smiles. It is not a bed of roses, but a garden of thorns and flowers. Sometimes we have a misunderstanding that success and achievements are the privilege of some. The family background and the financial setup may help one to achieve great things in life. But compared to the power of self-confidence, hard work, and determination, the advantage of a family background is nothing. We have so many examples of great men and women who have made great achievements in life, though born and brought up in ordinary situations. P.T. Usha, the sprint queen of India, came from a very poor background, but she had the willpower and fighting spirit to race to victory at various international sports meets. She moved from ordinary to extraordinary through hard work and determination. It is true in the life of everyone. If you want to do something worthwhile in life, have the determination to work hard. Today, man doesn't lack ideas or principles. What he lacks is the desire to work or make sacrifices. Ideas are useless if they remain in the heads just as ideas. They should touch the heart and take the form of actions motivated by love. As we open any newspaper any day, we find that the major part of it is devoted to crime, corruption, and even scandals in all areas of life. We begin to wonder as to what our country is heading for. In our land of 1 billion people, what can the common man do? We are under the illusion that to bring about any change in the society, it is essential to have authority, money, power, and status. But the real question is whether we are ready to do something for it or not. By simply saying that there is butter in milk, we don't get it. For that, we need to do something. In the same manner, by cursing evils, we reach nowhere. We have to do. Always remember, it is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. Today, many of us are in confusion. We do not know how to approach the problems before us. Some of us prefer to watch things happen. Some others allow things to happen. Then there are those who don't know what is happening. But the real strength lies in making things happen. Yes, friends, we should make things happen. Here is an extract from the poem It Couldn't Be Done, written by Edgar Guess. There are thousands to profess a failure. There are thousands to point out to you, one by one, the dangers those wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you will do it. This new year gives us an opportunity to identify and develop our inner talents. To find out the pearls, we will have to dive deep into the depths of the ocean. In the same way, to find out the pearls of talents within us, we will have to go deep into our personality. Every human being is a unique creation of God. What makes one unique is nothing but these talents. Those who identify and utilize these abilities will be real blessings for the society. Swami Vivekananda says, "Arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached." Let it be our motto when we enter into a new year of hope and aspirations. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous year ahead. Thank you.